Hey guys, happy Sunday. We're trying out the super trendy viral Haus Labs Triclone foundation. So I'm going to take you through my entire day wearing this foundation. I do have it on now. I'm going to show you how it applied, how it wears, and I'm going to show you like my first impressions of wearing it for a full day. As always, I'm Sparkling Jules MUA on all platforms. Please give me a follow if you'd like. I love any sort of support and I appreciate it. Without further ado, I'm going to show you how it applied on my bare skin, so keep watching. I just went to Sephora yesterday with my bestie and I bought myself the Haus Labs Triclone foundation, and I'm so excited to try this. So this was $49 at Sephora, which is a little pricey, but it's supposed to be a really good foundation, and I did test it as soon as we left the store and it seemed like a little bit. Gave me super good natural coverage. It didn't oxidize and it covered my acne really well. And this, I'm gonna just read off the description. It's powered with Bi-Ferment 7 complex. I don't really know what that means, but it says it's a clean, cutting edge, long wear foundation that delivers superior makeup performance that won't compromise your skin, which I definitely want foundations that don't compromise my skin because I do get acne and I just need to be really picky with what I use. So I figured a more expensive one might actually be really good for my skin. It's infused with 20 plus skincare ingredients, buildable medium coverage, which I like. I like when your skin peeks through a little bit. It looks more natural to me. It has luminous second skin finish. Again, I love luminous, like filtered, like your skin but better finishes. And it's ultra fluid and weightless. Prior to turning on my camera, I did use a gel moisturizer. I completely let that soak into my skin, and then I used one of my favorite primers, the Smashbox Primerizer Hydrating Primer, and my skin's just been super dry lately, and I don't know if it's because of my acne medicine, but my foundation's been breaking up around here and just looking more yellowy than I like. So I'm hoping that this one is just better for me and more suits my skin tone. So I'm going to put some pumps on my hand and I'll show you guys. I'm going to start with 2. So it is very liquidy. You can see it dripping down. And look at that shade match. The girl at Sephora matched me perfectly. They match it on your neck, and I highly recommend getting your perfect shade match. And I was actually surprised too because a lot of my other foundations do not want to stick to my zits and actually cover them up. It seems like it just comes off of them, and this one actually went right over them smoothly, and it feels so nice. So I'm gonna do this side with a brush. I just decorated this mirror. Isn't it cute? I love it. Like, look at that finish, and that is a perfect shade for me, and it's just gliding over all that redness, all that acne, and giving me such a pretty finish. Now, some of my skin does peek through. You can still see the darkness from the zits, but it still gives me a really good finish, and it is medium coverage. It's not full coverage, which it doesn't claim to be. And I'm one of the weird people. I don't wet my sponges, so I just have a dry sponge from Temu here. I like how brushes apply foundation a lot better. I think you get a smoother, more flawless finish than a sponge. But a sponge is just satisfying to use sometimes. I'm going to take another pump and put it over the spots I need just more coverage. It feels so silky on the skin. Like, I love the consistency of this. It's very liquidy, but not a serum. It just feels really comfortable. Here's the foundation all over, and I think it looks beautiful. You guys can be the judge, but it just gives me such a beautiful luminous finish, and it kind of reminds me of the same finish a skin tint gives you, like that beautiful healthy glow. But this is a more medium coverage foundation, and it gave me a good bit of coverage on those zits that were very red before putting this on. And the tone is perfect for me, and she has a lot of shades. Like, the lightest one was white, which I've been noticing that a lot of brands don't have shades light enough for me. Like, the lightest shade is a little too yellowy or a little too orangey. This one is perfect, and I love that they shade matched me. I'm gonna let this dry for about 5 minutes, and then I'll show you guys how it sets. So it's been 5 minutes and here's what my skin looks like. It did set down a good bit. It feels a little bit tacky in certain areas, but in some areas it feels almost dry. I still think I'm gonna set it because I don't like any bit of tackiness on my face. Like, I hate how that feels, but I think it looks really good. You can see some of these spots on my skin are peeking out, which I'll take a little more like full coverage concealer over those spots for extra coverage, but I think this looks really pretty and it just makes me feel more confident in my skin, even though it doesn't give me full coverage. Sometimes I don't want like heavy, full, like thick coverage on my skin. I still want to let my skin breathe, but I just want some coverage on the redness and just a little more evenness on my skin, and this gives me that, which I absolutely love, and it feels amazing. Let me finish the rest of my skin. I'll show you that, and then we're just gonna go about the day as normal. Here is the rest of my look done. So I did put in some hair extensions and do a fun makeup look. It's probably been an hour with this foundation on, and I think it looks so pretty. My skin just looks so healthy and radiant. I did take a little bit of concealer to those zits that I wanted extra coverage and a little tiny bit under my eyes, but other than that, I just did my powder, blush, and my usual makeup products. On my skin right now in the viewfinder and in my mirror, I think it looks so luminous and radiant. My skin just looks so natural and healthy. I love the finish it gives me. But without further ado, let's put it to the test. Here's my first check-in. This is nearly 2 hours with this foundation on. I think it looks really good and radiant, which it claims to be. It does give that like second skin type of vibe. I do notice that even with concealer, I don't have a ton of coverage on like this zit, this zit, this zit, but it is a medium coverage foundation, so I didn't expect that, and that's not a need for me. But I love the luminosity, I love the second skin finish, and usually I get a lot of breaking up here, like in these areas, and you can see there's a little bit of dryness. But compared to my other foundations, this looks really good, and I love the finish, and as of right now, I'm really enjoying it. Here it is 4.5 hours later. I'm sitting in my car. I just dropped my kids off to their grandma's house, and I think it still looks pretty good. My skin looks really hydrated and healthy. The color still looks good. I do notice some separation here and around my nose area, and it's clinging a little bit to the acne, but overall it still looks really good. And all those issues are issues I've been having with every foundation, so it doesn't really bother me. And from a healthy distance away, I think it still looks really pretty and skin-like. It's definitely wearing really well. I'm gonna call this check-in 2.5 because I'm gonna do another one right after this and close the video. So these are both going to be like 6 hours in. This is in my bedroom lighting, which is indirect light shining through a mirror. And I think the makeup looks really good here. It gives me a nice, like soft dewiness to my skin. And this is, I feel like the lighting I'm in most of the day is just like regular room lighting. So this is how the makeup usually looks. A lot of the other lights I use in this video, such as direct light from a window, is going to bring out more of the dryness, more of the texture in my skin. I feel like those types of lightings can show you more of the problem areas, even though those areas might not be accentuated in different lights. Like when I film in studio lighting, my skin and makeup looks the best it's really going to look because of the diffused lighting. And I'm gonna turn and just go right in front of our like warm LED bulbs just to show you how the makeup looks a little bit different. And then we have a window over here I'll go in front of, and it just shows that foundation and even skin texture is going to appear different in different settings. So just be aware of that when you buy a foundation, that the way it looks when you apply it in the store or in front of your mirror or your makeup mirror or your window is going to look different than it is on the norm. So when I was driving, I peeked at myself in my rearview mirror and I thought my makeup looked amazing. And I feel like that's the true test. Like when you're out in public and you just look at yourself and you feel like you're slaying, I mean, I feel like that means it's a good product. This is going to be my third and final check-in for the day. So it's been about 6.5 hours with this foundation on, and I do think it still looks really good and glowy. I definitely notice a couple problem spots, like it's clinging a little bit to where my zits are, and it's breaking up where I have a little bit of dryness. That's an issue I've been having just for the past couple weeks, dealing with dry skin and acne. I think once I get my skin hydrated and under control, that will hopefully go away. I'm still really happy with how this looks, and most people stand about like a couple feet away from you. So I think from that distance, it looks really good and healthy. And my skin does look really, really pretty. I'm happy I spent my money on this, and I'm definitely going to be using it more. I'm not going to be doing an official outro for this video. So as always, I'm Sparkling Jules MUA on all platforms. Give me a follow if you'd like. And thank you for tuning in. I'm just curious what your guys' thoughts are on this foundation. Have you tried it? Do you like it? Dislike it? Just comment your thoughts below and let me know any future videos you'd like to see. Have a good rest of your week. Bye.